sientes ahorita, Rogelio?
Muy bien, muy bien. Estoy bien preparado para la pelea el 9 de agosto. Faltan como 12 weeks. Just getting ready, baby.
¿Cómo te sientes de esta aquí? ¿Qué crees que va a ser la primera pregunta aquí?
No sé lo que me van a decir, a ver qué pasa.
Algo de Kenny Florian y tu pelea.
De la pelea. Pues a ver qué me van a preguntar, no sé. No, a ver, vamos a ver qué dicen. Qué bien, qué bien.
Did they say yes or no?
No, they said no.
What's your name? Ayer
Paloma, sí. Qué bonita.
fue nuestra.
Buena gente.
Esa es la que tuvimos en Argentina.
Can I see it? Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting, obviously, the UFC and the sport of MMA. Supporting myself as well. Thank you very much for all the support. Everybody that's on MySpace as well. And I just want to say thank you, all you guys, for sending me all the nice messages. Thank you very much. So, sorry? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you much. So, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, really. Tell some jokes. I really don't know anything.
Okay, I'll kick it off since we have so many people here that don't want to come ask questions.
I'm sorry. My arm? Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody that has a question, feel free to come right up to the mic. That's the only way we can hear, okay?
Hello, Roger.
Yep.
We were at your fight at UFC 74, and I got to say, it was really fun to watch. I like the Jumbotron thing. But my wife and I have been feeling like maybe you've been passed over for a title shot. Is this a #1 contender match with Kenny Florian?
Yes, it is. I beat Kenny. I'll be fighting for the title.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Roger, I've got a question for you.
Yep.
What are you worried about most in the fight coming up with Kenny Florian?
The thing about Kenny, he's always for every opponent that he's fought, he always has a great game plan. He's a good technical fighter. He's a smart guy. I got to watch out for his elbows, obviously. You guys saw Joe. But at the same time, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take him out. Seriously, it's time for me to be the champion, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
In your fight with Clay, I know that was probably one of your toughest fights.
Oh, yeah.
How close do you think you were to being finished? I read somewhere where you seen lions or something.
I was seeing lions, man. I was knocked out. I'm not gonna lie. That fight with Clay was a really good fight. It was a good fight for me to. Well, first of all, let me just say it was a tough year. It really was. It was my 5th fight of the year. I had done a lot of PR for the UFC on both sides, the Hispanic and the English side, and I was just kind of dragged all over. And going into this fight, I was tired. I was worn out. I really was. Before even the fight started, I was really worn out. But in that fight, it just mentally it brought me to a different level that I didn't think I was going to have to overcome or think that I could be at. So when he almost knocked me out, I was out literally. In those 5 seconds, all I could see was red, and I saw the fight, and all I could hear was this buzz, like it was like for like the whole last minute. Seriously. Finally, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, man, I'm still getting hit, and I was still out of it. And then now, all I can see was like red, like nothing. Everything was red, and then all I can see is his hair, just like all over me. His hair was just all over me. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, seriously, that's when I thought it was like a lion or some kind of an animal. And I'm just hitting him back, because like I'm trying to kick this thing off of me, get off of me, But sure enough, then I'm like about 20 seconds left. I'm like, oh, it's Clay. So it turned out okay. Thank you.
First of all, I just wanted to say that I think you're one of the most intelligent fighters out there. All the Australian fans love you out there as well. What my question was referring to the fight with Clay Guida. How do you mentally prepare yourself for a fight like that? Because a lot of people would have just finished in the 2nd round against someone like that. Props to you. So.
Truthfully, obviously a lot of people have known or who have read my story, and I mean, I'm not saying that my life was harder than anyone else's, but it was tough. That fight was a cakewalk compared to my life. And, you know, it's one of those things where when you overcome a lot of things in life, this thing was nothing. It was never going to become, it was nothing. It was a good fight, yes, and I was almost out, but at the same time, you know, I had to pull it through. I had to. I just had to. I had to. I don't know. I can't explain that. It's something that you can't really teach. So. You're welcome, brother. Yes.
Okay. ¿Cuándo va a llegar UFC en Houston otra vez?
Sorry?
¿Cuándo va a llegar UFC en Houston otra vez?
No sé, no, la verdad no sé, pero quiero que vaya para Houston, quiero que vaya para todos lados de Texas. La verdad, Texas es un estado muy bien que reporta mucho el UFC. Ahí soy también, pero ahorita tengo en Minnesota y es mi casa ahorita, sí. Pero mi corazón está en Texas.
Gracias.
What's going on, Roger? Just want to say, I'm a real huge fan. You're bringing a whole new crowd, being a Latino, being very successful. I want to know, how have you prepped for this fight compared to your other fights?
I've been doing a lot of things. Obviously, I've taken some time off from fighting, but what I've been doing is studying. I've been studying every guy that's out there right now that's in the lightweight division, but you know, I've been also studying from the best out there. You know, the guys that are pound for pound. You see Anderson Silva, he's phenomenal. You see George St. Pierre, he's phenomenal. So what I do, how do you get better? You train with the best, right? I hooked up with St. Pierre and I've been training with him now, and that's one of the things that is going to bring my game up there. The guy is phenomenal. He's a great instructor as well. He's taught me a few bags of tricks so that I can use in my game now.
Good luck with BJ.
Thank you.
Hey Roger, I was just going to ask about your training with GSP down at Greg Jackson's camp. I was wondering what you're hoping to take away from that and put into your next upcoming fights.
A lot. I mean, the guy is just a well-rounded fighter. He's a phenomenal athlete. Actually, I've been training with him in Montreal already. I was up there 2 weeks before his fight with Matt Serra, and I'm not just training with him. I was training with Nate Marquardt. I'm taking off on Monday to Denver to train with Nate, and he's all those guys. Obviously, that guy is phenomenal. He's a great athlete as well, and I'm planning on taking a lot. And throughout this training, I'm the student. I'm just learning. I'm learning everything that I can learn, and we're gonna have a good game plan for Kenny for sure.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Roger, ¿qué onda, güey? I was at UFC 76 knockout in Anaheim, and Matt Wyman called you out in Spanish. He's talking all this stuff. What's the beef behind that? You hungry?
He's really upset that I beat him, and with a torn MCL at that. And I really don't know. This is the second time I've heard about this actually, and I don't call guys out or whatever the case is. You know, this is a good sport. The thing is, in this sport is that everybody's good, everybody's tough. Matt, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him that question. Why he's got a lot of beef, and I really don't know. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I'll tell you this much: he's not. You can call me out, but then when we fight, it's a different story. So.
Is there a pressure to sort of go in thinking, I want to just swing for the fences, make it very entertaining, and deviate from your game plan, or do you just you gotta go in there, deviate from the game, or don't deviate from your game plan, and if it's not an exciting fight, you got the win. That's what you're.
You know, the truth is about that. It's funny. We've gone with game plans on these fights, and I'm gonna go on the game plan to fight Kenny, but as soon as I get clipped, I'm like, fuck this, man. Straight up. And so then let's go. I'm like, let's go toe to toe. And obviously, to those that are good wrestlers, I mean, they're gonna take me down because I would like to throw punches, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The game plan goes out the door as soon as I get hit.
Do you think that it's fair for Shirk to get a title shot after having a suspension? You think maybe he should have took in one fight before as a tune-up or whatever?
What do you say about that? Let me ask you a question. How many think that I should fight for the title? Really? Thank you for that. I'm not the guy who calls. I'm not gonna be like everybody else who got on their knees and begged for the title shot and like, oh please give me. No, I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna do that. It's like give it to me. I earned it. I put my ass on the line, and just give me the shot. That's it. And you know what? I beat Kenny, and it's no more ands, ifs, or buts. And everybody else that doesn't believe that I should get it, believe me, I'm gonna get it, and I'm never gonna lose. I'm never gonna lose. I'll tell you that right now.
How do you feel that you've opened up UFC to so many new markets with it playing in Mexico now and being on Galavision? Is that a big thrill, honor to you?
It's more work. These guys run me dragging, man. No, I'm kidding. No, it's actually it's to me when it's all said and done, I want everybody in the world to know that this is the best sport in the world, the best. And whatever I can do to be a part of educating that, I'm gonna try whatever I can. And if it's to do it in Galavision, it's to do it in Mexico, it's to do it, Alaska. I don't care. I'm gonna try my best to educate. And it's cool. It's an honor.
Thanks for being so accommodating. I was up at 83, and you're really good. And actually, I'd like to get a photo that we've got together signed at some point. But as a fan of the sport and a participant in the sport, I'm going to say two words, and I want you to give me your first immediate impression when you saw Caleb start.
Who? I'm sorry, who? What?
Caleb, the fighter up in 83, that ran away. You were up at that fight. Caleb.
Oh, Caleb!
Yeah! Unforgettable, eh?
No. Now oh my God, what was that about? You know what? Thankfully Nate did what he did. If you're gonna fight, you're paid to fight. It's the bottom line. You're in there to fight. You're not in there to run away or. It isn't boxing. There's no offense.
It was really entertaining for us because we were screaming, hooting, and hollering, but I just wanted to get an idea as a fighter.
Sorry?
We loved it up there in Montreal. It was screaming, hooting, and hollering. You heard it all. But wanted to get an impression from you as the fighter.
I just think that if you want to be a fighter and you're paid to be a fighter, this is entertainment as well, obviously. But at the same time, you got to go out there and fight, man. You can't be running around, running away, and it's not. You can't do that. It's a big no-no. And I'm thankful that Nate did what he did because it just, it shows that hey, we're here to fight. We're not here to dance around. And I don't like those kind of guys that come in and fight and just run around or just want to be the fighter. So,
thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Do you have a passion for anything else besides fighting?
I have a passion for a lot of things, and we have one body, we have one world, that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't want to get all philosophical and then everybody's gonna start crying or something. Nah, it's like, but the truth is, sometimes I don't know why I fight either. I don't know, but I feel like I'm supposed to, and that's what I'm good at. Meaning, like, I've been doing it my whole life, and it's like my niche, it's my drug. Every time, it's my fix. So I'm doing that now. As for everything else, I want to educate kids. I want to help them, grow up and be strong and that kind of thing. But then, when it's all said and done, I don't know what is it all for. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a really you got me all crazy.
Sorry.
Jesus. I'm gonna go home. I'm not even gonna sleep tonight. Kidding.
I've asked a lot of fighters how they feel before a fight, and a lot of them give me different answers. Some of them are like, yeah, I like getting hit, and others are like, I'm scared, but then when I get in there, I change into an animal or something like that. How do you feel in there, and what do you do to prepare for that, entering the cage and whatnot?
Oh, man. I'm going to sit down. When I go in there and fight, it's competing. It's a competition. When I hit my opponent, I want to beat him, yes, but I don't want to hurt him permanently. Like I don't want him to be like, I don't want to retire him from fighting. So with that said, I get paid to perform and to do what I do. With that said, I don't know, man. I don't really think about that stuff. I don't think about getting hit or getting scared or. It's interesting. I don't know. I just don't think about those things. I can't explain it to you, man. Maybe I'm a little crazy back in, I don't know.
The other question is, when you're done with the fight, like say for example, the Clay fight, that was awesome, by the way, dude. I mean, I haven't seen an awesome fight like that in a long time. That was awesome. Hats off to you.
You got to give him props too, man. He's
oh, no doubt. Both of you guys are warriors, man. I thought either one of you guys could win that, and at the end, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose money.
Don't worry about that.
But after you're done, and obviously you went in there, did your thing, the recovering process, what is that like?
I had to take some time off for sure after that fight. My whole career, I'm 22, 1-1, and I don't think I've ever been hit as many times I was hit in that fight. And I think he did that though when I was knocked out, so it doesn't count. I wasn't conscious, like I couldn't defend my. No, I'm kidding. No, it took some time, man. I had to take some time off. Physically, emotionally, it drained me. It really did. That fight itself, I was like, man, I got to take some time off for sure. Other fights, I was able to, take a week off and then start training again. And, because I still had that fire, had that hunger. After fighting Clay, you second guess yourself, like, man, am I in the right career? This guy was really, but after, when Kenny called me out, I had that fire and that itch again.
Right.
And so, believe me, I'm gonna be ready for him.
I think it's gonna be an excellent fight. I think you'd do wonderful, both of you guys. And I can't wait to see the fight itself. But anyways, thanks for the opportunity. Keep up the good job, man. As far as for Raza, bro, solid, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hey, Roger. This is regarding Dana and Tito. Do you think fighters are underpaid in the UFC? Be honest, please. Come on now.
I'll be very honest.
Sorry, Dana.
Yes.
So Roger, you said earlier boxing's dead, and I agree. But who did you idolize watching when you grew up?
Man,
Julio Cesar Chavez or Oscar de la Hoto?
Oh.
Viva la raza, baby.
Truth be told, I love both those guys. The reason why, because Chavez, that guy fought with heart. Do you see when he fought Macho Camacho?
Yes.
That was a great fight for him, and he just stampeded through that dude. But then when De La Hoya came and beat Chavez, it was heartbreaking. It was very heartbreaking. But the guy has done a lot for that sport. You got to give him his props. You know what I mean? He's kept the sport alive, and tooth and nail. He's a great promoter, great fighter. But you got to support your own. You just still have to support your own, no matter what. I don't care where you were born. I was born in LA, but I still have Mexican blood in me.
Thank you so much. And now look that way. Thank you.
Thanks, Roger. Hey, good luck in the future, buddy.
Roger. So this one. Yeah, no worries. How you guys doing? Really well.
Does this entitle me to a picture?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
I think he did really good. I think he did phenomenal. I think he did good. I think you should stick to that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, it's cool. It's still good. Just press it.
You are the best.
Thank you. No, definitely. To JP, if you don't mind.
Don't look at the champ with this. Tim didn't go to the champ, so just talk into that.
Rod, is it cool if we get a picture, Rod?
Yeah, sure. Sure, thanks. Good. Thank you. Right here, Rod. Oh, for sure.
Hang that. Thank you.
He spelled that.
B-R-I-N.
Fill out the rope thing now.
We'll do the Y-A.
Thanks, Rod.
You're very welcome. Sorry. Yes, no problem. Right here, Rod.
This is Tolo, right there.
Thanks a lot, Rod. Definitely. Thank you. Take it straight away. Better watch with that.
Tired. I like the smaller venues better. Hey, Roger.
Yeah, they're always nice.
How much money is enough money? Seems like it's hard to get in. How much money is enough money?
Well, when my life is in the cage, and I could probably.
I live in Somerville.
Roger, we saw my baby?
I got to see it.
Roger,
can
you get a picture, buddy?
Sorry. You saw my baby? You really want to sign your baby?
I've sacrificed a third of my life. A lot of sacrifice for all my fans, for the UFC. I gave my soul, as much as I possibly can to this point.
This doesn't work.
Really good.
Awesome. He said a lot of things about me that aren't true, and he's talking about himself. AJ's the kind of guy that he has to hate you to fight you.
Go get his gloves. Yeah. Okay, let's go see some more fighters.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.